Marlene Cameron here. Today's clarity conversation is around obsessions and compulsive behaviors. I'm endeavoring to be a better listening. I'm enrolled in the Three Principles Coaching Apprenticeship Program, and we're encouraged not to take notes at the webinars and demonstration sessions. The idea is that without the note-taking, we listen at a deeper level and we can get a deeper feeling about what's being communicated. And this is a challenge for me because I'm a note taker. I've always taken notes. I take notes at seminars and webinars and conferences. And even if I'm talking to friends and clients on the phone or on Zoom, I take reams of notes. But interestingly, I rarely, if ever, refer to them. So what's this note taking all about? In a conversation with a colleague, I decided to explore this. And I looked at the idea of not taking notes, and I can actually feel some tension in my body, especially in the area of my chest. So we used emotional freedom techniques to diminish the tension. It went from 7 to almost 0. So I started to feel more at peace without taking notes, at least so compulsively. So I got curious about, well, how many journals and notebooks do I really have? And it turned out I have over 50. It's like, whoa, who knew? And just out of curiosity, I wondered, like, what is that all about? What I came to realize is that when we feel obsessive about certain things, or we engage in certain behaviors, rather compulsively, if you will, that we think that those things or those behaviors will afford us something. So think about, certain things that people feel obsessed about, like collections or what have you. Maybe they believe that those things will bring them joy, or will bring them a sense of security, or even acceptance if they have those things. And if we look at certain behaviors, maybe we think those behaviors will bring us a sense of safety, or even a sense of being in control or being in charge, if you will. And we know that those states of being actually are internally generated. They don't actually come from things and behaviors. And so if you're curious about any obsessions or compulsive behaviors that you might have, ask a really good friend to tell you what they observed in you, and ask somebody who's going to be kind about it, because this is not about calling you out or being judgmental. This is about creating awareness, just like I had no idea I had 50 journals. And so when we realize that we have an attachment to those certain things, either those objects or those behaviors, then we become more at choice whether we engage in them or not. Because it's okay to have, it's okay to have 50 journals, okay to have, be all that note taking. But for me, I began to wonder if those things and those behaviors are really getting in the way of having a richer experience, a deeper connection, a more fulfilling overall experience of the conversation or that individual. And so you're at choice now if you want to have those things and engage in those behaviors, but knowing that you don't really need them to have that joy, to have that sense of acceptance, to have that feeling of safety or security, that feeling of being in control or charge, because those come from your own perception and your own thinking. Then you can have the things and do those things or not, and you'll be okay either way.